So nowadays, there's just so much bigotry and racism and hate and just really crazy stuff all over the news. And there's one piece of information that I think would really help curb this from progressing and help improve it in the future. And that is if we start teaching our kids this. The fact is, every single human on this planet is 99.5% genetically identical. Like, we're all the same species. We're all damn near identical. It is mind-blowing when you have like a white supremacist KKK person thinking that they are superior to anyone on this planet because of their skin color. It's absurd. If we took their kids, like when their kids go say, hey, it's absurd. You are 99.5% genetically identical to the person you hate. The little differences in how you look, that's your phenotype, right? You have these little phenotype differences, but genetically, you're 99.5% identical. If we just stopped and realized that we are all the freaking same, and the only differences between us is what is learned based on where we were born or what our parents teach us or what the people around us teach us. I mean, think about this. You could take a person from just a hate-filled KKK and they could have sex with someone from ISIS and make a baby. Because why? They're the same species. They're 99.5% genetically identical. And that baby, is that baby going to be a KKK? It depends on which parent raises them. I mean, if you took a child, an infant, a newborn baby from ISIS, I don't know, and brought it here, the kid's going to turn out being a loving, good, happy kid. If you took my baby and took it over and shipped it to an ISIS family, he's going to be raised to hate, infidels or whatever. But if we just start teaching our kids, like, we are all the freaking same. 99.5% genetic, we're so freaking similar. It's crazy. And if you start realizing that, it helps. I'm almost embarrassed to admit this, but I remember the first time I had to wrestle a black guy, I was extra nervous because he was black. It's like, how is that possible? It's learned stupidity. It's like, going back in time, it's like if someone would have taught me, it's like, Steve, you guys are literally genetically identical. I mean, the differences are so minuscule. You work harder than he does, you train harder. I mean, it's absurd. But when you come back and you really understand genetics and you really understand species, we're all the same species. We're all virtually identical. The little differences in skin pigmentation or where we're born or who raised us, everything is freaking learned. I mean, when you hold a little baby, they are a blank slate, right? Everything, the racism, the bigotry, all the stupid shit people say that is so unbelievably stupid and hateful and makes no sense whatsoever is learned. Anything learned can be unlearned, or for those kids or whatever that have parents that are batshit crazy, teachers and people and us can, get through this and say, hey man, that person your family hates, you're 99.5% genetic, you're the freaking same, right? The only difference is what we've been taught. So my hope is that once we understand this, we're all 99.5% identical, about there, but it's still, we're almost, and this goes to what I really focus on in food and health and nutrition. There's so much different if you're 50 and if you're a woman, if you're a man, and so much of the advice is complete freaking nonsense, because being that we're all damn near identical, we all require the exact same nutrients. Whoever's watching this video, there's not a single nutrient you require that I don't, and vice versa. We require the exact same nutrients, just in different amounts based on our body sizes and activity levels, okay? We are all freaking identical, and I think it really helps once you realize that every single person you look at is damn near genetically identical to you. It's like, hey, we're all the freaking same. We're all just humans, you know what I mean? And I don't know, I just truly believe if this was actually taught in schools and every little kid, regardless of his skin color, height, where he's born, where his family's from, what language he speaks, it doesn't matter. We're all damn near the exact same. And I don't know, I just, hopefully whoever watches this teaches this to your kids, teaches this to your students, teaches it to everyone around you, and it'll help, make you not feel superior to anyone because you think you have superior genes, or on the reverse side, feel inferior to everyone. This is one thing that really just helps in life. Like, there's, sometimes you get nervous in front of certain people or think you don't get intimidated by anyone if you realize, hey, that person, whoever the hell, a famous person, I don't really care. You know what I mean? You don't get intimidated or feel inferior or superior or anything to anyone once you really understand this. See, I just truly know we're all so much genetically. I feel like I'm an equal to everybody. I don't feel superior or inferior to everyone. I just feel like we're all people. And in the end, the entire point of this is once we realize this, I think we can all just get along a hell of a lot better.